All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about association and dissociation. And again, I'm going to review my cycling for today, which I name all my rides. And I call this one Light Was Long because I was waiting. So again, I ride around Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and I was waiting to cross 202, the bypass, 202 bypass, what we call it, the Doylestown bypass. And God, it was taking forever. I don't know what was, I pressed my button. You're supposed to press that button that to change the lights and supposed to help us out, but it didn't help out this time so much. But anyway, I just waited there for a bit. But today, that was my ride today. Yesterday, I did want to call trash trucks because, hey, I was behind some trash trucks. I was hoping that it would keep them going, even though it stinks, but I could draft or something behind it. Kind of like in the movie Breaking Away, if you ever saw that. I guess we'll start with yesterday. So yesterday I did a ride that goes a slightly different route, and it kind of goes to Iron Hill Road, and then there's this what do they call this? There's this dam over here. This looks like it's a reservoir of some sort up to Iron Hill Road. If you want, you can climb up to Ferry Road. Sometimes I do that, but a lot of times I don't. It's just kind of pointless. If I'm not going to keep on going up. But anyway, it was a good ride. Did a lot yesterday. So one of the things I've been doing is I've been working hard on reading my muscles. That's what association is. So in athletics, when we are at a higher level of performance, we're really good at reading our bodies. When we're at lower levels of performance, we tend to try to ignore what we feel so that we don't get, I don't know, dissuaded to continue. Like for instance, when a person goes running a mile or 2 miles, eventually you're going to start feeling the pain. You're going to feel your muscles are going to feel the run. And if you focus on that, it's easier to quit than if you dissociate, like focus on something else, like maybe singing a song. I used to do that when I cycled a lot, when I was climbing earlier in my life, when I cycled a lot and I'd climb these big hills. At times I'd have to like sing a song that would, be in tune with my cadence just so that I could keep my mind on that rather than feeling the pain. I prefer though to associate so I can actually know what's going on and make adjustments, shift gears as needed. Like for instance, I was actually let me go back to today. Today I was riding, let's see, I was riding on today I was riding by this creek. It's called Neshaminy Creek Bike Path. So it's highlighted here in blue, right? So this was part of I didn't really do a very long ride today. I've been a lot of things to do at work. So I did this ride here and, I did better today than in the past. So broke my personal record, which is, what one thing we always want to do, right? I mean, I'm still way off of everybody else. I mean, 415 out of 1021. But as I was going through this course of this little course here, I was struggling at some points because there's little variations of some hills. You can see here actually where there's hills, and you hit these hills, you got to make sure you're shifting correctly. And I'm trying to stay in my larger chain ring because I could get more power and more speed there than if downshift to something easier. But like at the end here, when at this big climb, I still have been downshifting, and that kind of probably takes away some of my speed. But yeah, so listening to my body or reading my body and what my muscles feels allows me to make better adjustments for the long run. Because if you compare where I am to where I was, let's see my results. If I compare where I am to where I was, you can see that there's, good progress moving up in terms of, my times, right? To complete this segment. So this is prior to when I was using the one speed bike, all this stuff right here, up to here, which I actually did okay for a one speed, I mean, what did I do here? 7 minutes, 13.4 miles per hour. But now And with my ability to shift, I've gone down to 6.21, 621. So, not bad, but it's because I'm actually taking time to read my, what I'm feeling at the time and making the adjustments and not overdoing things. Like today, actually, I try to go back and write this one segment that I enjoy doing a lot. It's called Wrong Way Willie. And I was just, okay, I can break it. There, like the school bus for CB West drops off kids here. Sometimes they're right in front of things on this side here. I don't know. They drop off kids and sometimes they block the road so you can't go in because they don't want any cars driving through there. I said, okay, I'm gonna go up this and see if I can beat it. And I just like my muscles kind of gave out, was exhausted. Because I was trying some other sprints and stuff today. So, that's you got to read your body and adjust. And what I did after that was just to pedal a lot at a lower gear to metabolize the lactic acid, and I felt better afterwards. But it happens. So I can see why professional cyclists, when I watch them race, taking time and just kind of chilling and pedaling easily before their events. You got to save the energy for the event itself. But that was fun. Something else I did today. Let's see. It's funny. This sprint here, I actually why I'm second. I got my second best here when it's the exact same as my first best. I don't know, but that's what it is, right? Like here, this is the opposite way. This is going from I don't even know what the direction is, but it's heading past the stadium on your right, the high school's on the left. It's a little bit more downhill. I think the average grade is minus zero point 0.4, whereas the wrong way Willie's just going in the opposite direction, right? Climbs a little bit, but like today I got the same, I think I got the same result. Yeah, right here. So this is today, 34 seconds, 22.1 miles per hour. The other day, 34 seconds, 22.1. So what makes it second today and not for, I have no idea. But I'm still doing okay there. Let's see, all time. I am 28 out of 476 within my age group. I am four. And then this year, I think I'm first, maybe I'm first. So that's cool. And then yeah, so just learning how to read your body is very important and paying attention to it. And then giving in when you can't do more. It's not like, you know, I'm playing football and I'm the quarterback and I choose not to make a throw because I just don't feel like it. It's like, in a sense, you can't do certain things when your body's just not capable at that moment or able at that moment. I mean, it's capable, but I'm not able at that moment to do it because I burned all my resources out. Need to work more on and fueling to do a better job. But anyway, so that was very interesting today. But overall, if I look at my stats, there's some things that are major improvements over time. Like my average speed over these courses is getting better. I think today I was at, let's see, today my average speed was, let me go back to the beginning. I think today I was at speed 12 speed. That's different. Go back where I was. A meeting coming up. It's reminding me I have a meeting. So today is here we are. So 12.8 miles per hour average. I mean, so it's okay. And then yesterday I think I hit 13.3, which was actually a good day. 13.3 yesterday. So overall, because I'm following this 80 cadence of 80 revolutions per minute, associating and just training that way and not giving into my wanting to go faster all the time, and then also doing sprint training. So I'll sprint a little bit and then stop. I forget what they call that type of training. We sprint and then stop. Interval training, I'll go. That all helps out. But anyway, thank you very much. If anybody's watching, Have a great day. Go out there and cycle and exercise and be healthy.